we got a pretty good spread of what we think makes up some good barbecue. Why we got dry brisket, Disney? That is absolutely stunning.
This brisket on here is way better.
The meat feels a little dry.
Certainly not anything to write home about.
This is gonna stick to your ribs, put me in a food coma. Mac and cheese.
I could eat a pile of that, like a whole plate. Now, we thought maybe the Regal Eagle was better. Polite Pig redemption story. Everybody in the comments said they wanted to see it. So today, it is the Eagle versus the Pig. We're currently at EPCOT, walking through the showcase, just got past France. We're on our way to America, to the Regal Eagle. In the last food episode, we tried both barbecue spots at Disney Springs, House of Blues and the Polite Pig, and the Polite Pig wiped the floor with the House of Blues, to be honest. But we said at the end of the video that we thought maybe the Regal Eagle was better, based mainly off how bad the brisket was that we had at Polite Pig. We are gonna get that again today, but we're on our way to the Regal Eagle first, before we go to Disney Springs. And yeah. Ready for some barbecue at the Regal Eagle?
I am, I'm hungry. All right, we got a pretty good spread of what we think makes up some good barbecue. We got baked beans with burnt ends, mac and cheese, French fries, onion rings, and the brisket sandwich. I'm gonna start with the brisket sandwich. Cheers. It's really good. I'm getting a lot of flavor from the brisket, lots of smokiness, lots of flavor from the bread itself because it's actually on garlic bread. I will say, today, the meat feels a little dry. And I have never had dry brisket here before. And that's kind of making me sad. It's not bad. It's still very good. It's still hitting with the barbecue sauce and everything, what I'm looking for when it comes to brisket. But why we got dry brisket, Disney? Let's try it just on its own. I think that's a pretty good piece right there. Okay. It's actually not that bad. It is nowhere near what Polite Pig did to me last week. Let's try these onion rings. I'm gonna go for one that doesn't have a whole bunch of barbecue sauce on it. Really nice, very crunchy, light onion flavor, getting a little bit of sweetness from it, and saltiness too. These are very well salted. I think they're pretty good. I like that. I'm gonna save that. Let's do these French fries here. Now they look like the just traditional Disney fry. It's almost like a barbecue chip seasoning. It's really nice. We're doing baked beans next. I'm saving the mac and cheese. I don't want that much. There's some burnt ends in there. I hate baked beans. I'll let Logan be the real judge of those because I don't really eat baked beans. This mac and cheese looks great today. And this is usually one of my go-tos when we come here. So let's get a nice bite. I think that looks pretty nice. They seasoned it well today. It's very garlicky. And I love the breadcrumbs that they put on there. It's stick to your ribs mac and cheese. That's what I want when I want barbecue mac and cheese. I don't want like Panera bread, soupy mac and cheese, or the classic baked mac and cheese. No, I want, this is gonna stick to your ribs, put me in a food coma mac and cheese. And that's what this is, and I love it. Ready to give all this a shot?
Well, happy Memorial Day to me. Nice brisket sandwich on some Texas toast. The brisket here is a lot more tender than the Polite Pig was. The Polite Pig, here's a clip, she couldn't even chew it when we were doing it, and it took me a long time. Now, we're not gonna try it again. Maybe we just had a bad batch, but so far, this brisket is definitely better than what the Polite Pig was giving me. I agree with Natalie, this is not as tender as you would like it to be, but I am understanding that we're at a theme park and not a smokehouse restaurant. I would say they go through more brisket here than they do at the Polite Pig would be my thoughts, so this should be harder to have good brisket here. Sandwich is really good. I love that thing. Onion ring. Oh, never had these before. Nice, the breading seasoned real well. The onions got a real like Funyun-y vibe to them. I really like it. And we didn't get that like the pool, so that means that they're cooked real nice. The batter's real nice and crunchy. These are real good. Highly recommend, for sure. You're cracking me up with these baked beans. I think that what's on these is a dry rub, like a brisket dry rub. I'm actually not that big of a fan of this version of Disney fries. These are the fries that they have like all over the parks. They're almost like a McDonald's fry, but they're just sad, bro. I would much prefer if they gave us like the fries, maybe like a steak fry or like a Red Robin type of fry. I think that would work better for a smokehouse, or like the Polite Pig has waffle fries, which you're gonna be trying. We haven't had them yet. Even just like the ones over at the fish and chip stand. I'm just not a big fan of these kind of fries. So like, they're always real cold right away. They're not crispy. Yeah. Now you had a glowing review of this. I believe I've had these before, but I don't normally. We usually always get the mac and cheese. I got a big old burnt end in there. Okay. It tastes a lot like Bush's baked beans. Like it tastes like it's from a can, and it just tastes like they put burnt ends in there. The Polite Pig's baked beans were kind of like this too, though, Natalie. And you said you did like those. But yeah, the baked beans are certainly not anything to write home about. So the French fries and the baked beans, so-so, but we already know. This is the main attraction here, baby. Look at that. Creamy. Glorious. Could use a little bit of salt and pepper. We could have used some of that. Man, it's just like so like American cheese, like creamy, and it's just so stinking good. The cheese is almost kind of like when you get like the shells with like the white cheese. It's like that. It's just like so velvety. I could eat a pile of that, like a whole plate. I could fill my whole body up with that mac and cheese. So overall, I'm pretty content with what we got, and the price was very reasonable. Let's go over some rankings on the food while we're on the way out of the showcase here. So brisket sandwich, on a scale of 1 to 10, of all brisket sandwiches you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are you thinking about the brisket sandwich?
I'm gonna give it a 6. It was good. It scratched the itch. It was a little dry today, but it's not the best brisket sandwich I've had, but for being here at a theme park, I thought it was pretty decent.
I'm gonna be slightly more generous. I'm gonna give it like a 7. I actually really like their barbecue sauce a lot. It's not too sugary or sweet. Yeah. And their toast was real nice. It's not all soggy. Like a lot of times you would think that toast might be all soggy because it's sitting in there, but it's nice, man.
No, it's really nice.
I'm giving it a little bit of grace because it's inside a theme park. It's super solid, like legit. Onion rings, they're pretty good, man. I'd give them like an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 9. I thought that they were really good today. Nice and salty, crunchy, everything you want from a good onion ring.
I would definitely say, aside from the mac and cheese, that's probably like the second best side dish there.
I would concur.
Uh-oh,
it's starting to rain.
Uh-oh, we'll see you inside. Hold on, I gotta clean you off. Hey, there you are. So, yeah, onion rings, 8. French fries are weak, bro.
They were really weak.
I would say that those French fries, the Dustin wasn't helping me at all. The only version of those I like is the
truffle parm fries.
Yeah, and even them.
Those are good.
They're like fine.
Yeah.
I'd give those fries like a 4.
I would agree with that. They're not, they get so cold so easily and they're flimsy. Yeah.
Baked beans taste like they're straight out of can. You don't need to buy them unless you have a hankering for that. It's like a 3. I don't know if she's gonna give it like a 1.
Can I give it a 0?
And then the mac and cheese has the potential to be the best mac and cheese on Disney property. I actually think Polite Pig's mac and cheese is pretty darn good too. So we're definitely gonna get that again. But I'm gonna give the mac and cheese here a 9, dude.
A 9? I was gonna say an 8. Let's wait out this rain.
Let's wait out this rain and then go. We'll see it at the Polite Pig.
We're gonna try to get a spot inside, but we might be taking this to go.
They must have known we're doing a competition because we got a free mac and cheese. They trying to win. I did want to do a shout out real quick to Josh, man. Thanks for stopping us in the line and saying hello. If anybody sees us in the parks or at Disney Springs, feel free to come up and talk to us. We think that's awesome. So, Josh, thank you for watching, man. And if anybody here is new, We're a brand new channel. We just started in October. If you guys want to join the family, we're trying to get to 5,000 subs by the end of the year. So help us out. You can hit the subscribe button below, 100% free. Helps us out a lot. But let's get into the Polite Pig redemption story. So we wanted to go with the brisket sandwich. We think this is going to give it its best chance. It has some jalapenos in there though, Nat. But I think that this is going to be a lot better chance of not being dry than just eating it by itself. And then we went ahead and got some waffle cup fries, and we got their mac and cheese. We got their baked beans here last time. We're going to link the video at the end, so if you didn't watch us do the Disney Springs video, we don't need to eat them again. The baked beans at the Regal Eagle and here, neither of them are good. You don't need to get them. Stick with the mac and cheese at both spots. All right. What do you think I should start with? I guess let's try the thing I haven't tried yet. So I'm going to dip this in some ranch. Well, certainly superior to the floppy Disney fry. I will say these are also like not crispy, but it's hard to mess up a waffle cup fry. You can see that they have like seasoning and everything on there, real nice. Man, this look good. Uh-oh, Nat. Regal, you might be in trouble. Y'all seeing this? I'll tell you what, they got some good mac and cheese here. I'm not gonna tell you if I think it's better. I want Natalie to taste it too, because she's like the mac and cheese person. So I'll give you my opinion, but I'm gonna let her taste it first. Definitely some style points though, for sure. I'm not going to eat the pickle. Natalie's already said the pickles here are real good. I don't like pickles. I think I'm gonna try it without some extra sauce, and then I might put some extra sauce on it. But let's try it first. We got some onion straws on there. I mean, I can tell you right off the bat, this is already looking a lot better. Look at that. Uh-oh. Regal Eagle might be in trouble. The jalapenos are talking to me. This is a lot better than when we were here last time. This brisket on here is way better than the brisket we had before. You can see in the window over here, you can see them working. And I had thought that maybe our brisket was sitting there for a little while under the heating lamps, and that's what dried it out, because they were like ladling stuff on it. This might be better than the Regal Eagle. Oh, man.
Just based off of looks, I was already thinking that this meat looked way better than the last time. We're actually going to take this whole mac and cheese for the road. That's the late night, I got the munchies mac and cheese. I'm craving a snack. Let's start with these fries. We're going to go same order that you did, Logan. I mean, yeah, they look great. Ooh, it's really good. They almost remind me of like beer battered fries. It's like an extra texture going on there, which I really appreciate. And they do have a really good amount of seasoning on them. There's much similar to the fries over at Regal Eagle. There's like a barbecue chip vibe going on. I really like it. I really appreciate it. Those are some good fries. Better than last time, it would appear, just solely based off of Logan's reaction. I mean, this looks, oh my. All right, making a mess. That's some real good mac and cheese. And I actually think it's better than when we had it last time. It's creamier. Last time, the mac and cheese consistency that we had, it was more watery than it was creamy, which is why I compared it to like Panera mac and cheese. It had that vibe going on with it. But this, This is some good stick to your ribs mac and cheese, which is what I want. Let's do it. This has pimento cheese, onion straws, and jalapenos on it. Oh my, look at that. This looks like it's gonna be real messy. Oh wow. Yum. It's so juicy. Where was this last week, Polite Pig? The jalapenos on there give it a nice depth of flavor. It's a nice addition. I was worried. I like jalapenos, but sometimes it can be too spicy. Spicy food and me aren't always the best of friends. So I was a little concerned it might be a little too hot with that going on in there. Really good. We have had that butcher board twice. Last week, and then we had it one other time prior. Both times, we had that same issue with the brisket. Why aren't you giving me this brisket on that board? Do you see that marbleization in there? That's what you would call that, right, Lug? Yeah. That is absolutely stunning. And it's so, like, watch, I'm barely even putting any pressure on it, and it's just falling apart.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
This is what I want on that butcher board, man. Let's give this pickle a shot. When I tried them last time, I thought they were really good. Dropping it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Still a 10 out of 10. These are great. They're so well seasoned. They're really giving that garlic and the salt and getting it all the way in there. So good. I'm happy. I think we both need a minute to deliberate because this is a really tough call. This is not what either of us expected at all.
Sorry, we wanted to step out of the restaurant. They're like on a crazy wait in there, so we didn't want to be like just taking up a spot. Yeah, after much deliberation, we have come to a consensus. So we want to eliminate one food item off the bat, the French fries. The French fries were a lot better at Polite Pig,
yeah.
But we're not like choosing who has better barbecue based on French fries. It's more about the brisket and the barbecue sauce and the mac and cheese. So we both like the mac and cheese better
at the Regal Eagle. Both mac and cheeses are very good.
Yep.
However, the Regal Eagle has more depth of flavor because you're getting that like garlickiness coming through. And the mac and cheese here at the Polite Pig, it's all very one note aside from the breadcrumbs on top, but it's still very good. It just kind of depends like what you're in the mood for. But if I was choosing one to go with my barbecue, it would be the one at the Regal Eagle.
Put it this way, I gave the one at Regal Eagle like a 9.
Yeah.
I would give this one like a 7.5.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think it is like a decent difference, personally.
I would agree with that.
As far as the barbecue sauce goes, we also like the barbecue sauce a little bit better at the Regal Eagle.
Yeah.
And I did like that the bun there is Texas toast, and here it was just like a brioche roll. However, they were not playing with that brisket today at the Polite Pig.
No, they weren't. It was so good.
And what a turnaround from last week when we were here. Again, this is a video of us eating it last week. Natalie literally was like ripping it.
I couldn't bite through it. I was so disappointed.
If you didn't watch that video, we're going to link that at the end of this video. I implore you to go watch that video because it's night and day. So last week, I mean, Regal Eagle would have blown this place away. But we are ranking this as if this was the first time we'd ever eaten either place.
It's only fair.
Today.
Yep.
And because that brisket was just so much better than the Regal Eagle, we're going to say that the Polite Pig was better barbecue. This video was meant to be a statement of how much people are sleeping on the Regal Eagle. Yeah. And it's just not going to be that way.
Polite Pig decided to just prove us wrong today.
Smacked us in the face with some delicious brisket.
I almost feel like we need to come try the butcher board again. Like maybe it was just a bad day. Like it's kind of crazy.
I can't believe those two briskets came out of the same restaurant less than a week apart.
I can't either. It makes me wonder if they're giving us different brisket for the sandwich than they are for the
You would think they would put the better brisket on the butcher board because you're eating it
by itself. Yeah, by itself.
You think you would hide the drier brisket in the sandwich?
We'll put up the clip of the brisket from today. Like it was so marbleized and it was just pulling apart. It was so good compared to last week. Night and day. It's nuts. But yeah, I guess Polite Pig wins.
Polite Pig is still the best barbecue on Disney property until proven otherwise. If you think there's another contender, you can comment below. But we thought the Regal Eagle was the best barbecue, and the Polite Pig is now taking out 2 contenders in a week.
Yeah.
So if you think there's something better, you can comment below, and we'll do it maybe for the 4th of July. Click the link in the top corner if you haven't seen the barbecue video. If you have, just go to our channel. There's plenty of videos on there you haven't seen. Unless you've seen them all, then we love you so much. But we'll see you in a few days.
Bye.
And my mom's going to be here.
Edith Louise.
You're going to take her on soaring.
Bye, guys.
I'll see you then.